good solos have memory to them, okay? So if you have 8 bars and it is a pop song, you would want to play a melody. See, a solo is a story in music, and the way you approach it, like for example, Led Zeppelin, when you... What does Jimmy Page do? He starts off with a theme in Stairway to Heaven, or he starts with a theme. The best solos are the memorable ones. So what I normally do, if you have 8 bars, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. One, do you want to make it tasteful? Or do you not? Or do you want to make it flashy? If you want to make it flashy, just rip. If you want to make it tasteful, I do not know what the chords are. So but I will tell you what I do. I always write an introduction. It's like a story. When you write a sentence, like what we learned in school, the first sentence of your story is your introduction. The first sentence of your solo is an introduction to whatever melody you want. So even though I'm known as such a fast guitarist, but let's look at Rainforest. Here's my chord. What do I do? How about No Boundary? I do not start either one of those songs going. I start with a melody. So my suggestion is always think the melody first, then play the fast stuff. So that's what I would do. So when I play solos, what I like to do is I like to create a melody first. And then, but when I improvise, when I play solos, the first thing I ask myself, what key? What are the chords? Is it a scale? Is it a mode? So if I hear E, F, G, F, E, I know immediately it's Phrygian. So I might start with. I don't know what I'll start with, like. I don't really know, but I don't know the drum beat behind it, but I know this. The first thing you ask yourself when you play a solo, what key are you in? What is the scale? What is the mode? Because in Western harmony, we developed a system from the Greeks. Western music is not European, it's not American, it's from Greece. And what we learned is that in Western harmony, up until about 250 years ago, we had 2 different sets of tonal systems. We had one called well-tempered tuning, which is what we use now, versus mean tone tuning. Now here's the difference. Many people here in India, you are extremely smart. What we did was mean tone tuning is exact mathematics. So what that means though is that you can only play in a couple keys in tune. So when you are perfectly in tune in one key, you move to the left or to the right, it starts to get very badly out of tune. It's like, ah! And so what Bach said is there's a better way. What we did is mathematically, we took our tonal system and slightly detuned a few notes. So the Western tonal system is not perfect, but what it does, it's called well-tempered. In other words, we detuned a few notes to make all keys available. So every key that is not possible unless somebody mathematically did it. And Bach was the composer that said, this is the best way. The tonal system has developed for thousands of years. The Phrygian mode is a mode. The difference between a scale and a mode is one thing. See, a mode does not resolve. See, a mode, but a scale does. You can. That's a scale. That's a scale. A scale resolves. A scale says, when you hear, you expect to hear, or a mode does not resolve. So and it's so simple, but it took thousands and thousands of years. But that's why the tonal system is so popular. It's not American, it's not European, it's world. And so over the centuries, smart people have developed it into this great tonal system that we have.